Hello everybody. Can you see me? I'm Karen Dubs, FlexibleWarrior.com, and today we're going to do about a 30-minute core, balance, and chill. And so you can go ahead and start seated. So I'm on location today, and I got to tell you guys, filming outdoors and somewhere new is a little discombobulating, but as I always tell you, and we always talk about, for those of you who've been following me on a regular basis, challenge yourself, do hard things, get out of your comfort zone. That's the willpower, the warrior factor, right? And then balance that with doing easy things, relaxing, restoring your mind, body, and warrior spirit. So it's good to do both. And here in the summertime, it's especially important that we really take a time out, practice chill power. And today's segment, again, about 30 minutes, core, balance, and chill. And so this is good whether you're a runner, you're a cyclist. I'm going to be cycling a little bit today, or whatever sport you play. This is amazing for every human, right? Make sure you always honor, protect, and listen to your body. And just know that we are live and we are outdoors. So there's going to be motorcycles. There's probably going to be doors slamming, or maybe, people walking by or something like that. It's all good. So carve out this next little while, block out distraction. You're practicing from home, so there's lots of little things that will be calling to your attention. Make it a priority to practice your own self-care. Okay? You cannot give from an empty cup. This is something that I constantly struggle with as well. And I feel you, and I understand the challenge of all of it and balancing it all in these crazy times. But making sure that you practice your self-care makes you a better service to everybody else. All right, we're going to start with alternate nostril breathing. For those of you who are new to this, it's a little bit weird looking. It's really great to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. It creates a sense of balance and peace through the mind into the body. There's a connection also from the mind to the gut, to the brain to the gut. So it's good for digestion as well. It's good for recovery, and it's great for creating a sense of peace and balance, which we all could use a little bit more of. If you want to, you can slide some pillows underneath your tailbone, your sitting bones, sit yourself up a little bit higher, and otherwise, just comfortably cross your legs and bring your awareness to your posture. So we can't really breathe deeply when we are hunched. So lift and open the chest and the heart, create space through the ribcage. This is great for cyclists too. So cycling really creates that rounded posture. So bring awareness to lifting and opening the collarbone, the heart, crown of the head spiraling up to the sky, tailbone anchored down into the earth. Okay, you're going to take your right hand, or if you're left-handed, use your left hand. You're going to cover the right nostril with your right thumb. Again, I know it looks weird, just bear with me, we're only going to do 60 seconds of it. When you cover the right nostril with your right thumb, you're going to breathe in through your left nostril. Breathe in as deeply as you can. Then you're going to cover the left nostril with your left index or middle finger, and then exhale through the right. Breathe out completely. Breathe in through your right. So the left nostril is still blocked and you're breathing in right. You're going to cover the right and breathe out left. Okay, you with me? Do it again. Inhale through the left nostril. Cover the left. Exhale right. Begin again. Inhale right. Breathe as deeply as you can. Cover the right nostril. Exhale left. 2 more rounds, everybody. Inhale left. Breathe in as deeply as you can. Close your eyes. Cover the left nostril. Exhale right. Exhale completely. 1 more time. Inhale right. Cover the right nostril. Exhale left. Now let your hands rest down onto your knees. Close your eyes. Breathe in deeply through both nostrils. Fill your lungs to maximum capacity. Cleanse with the breath. And then exhale, let it go. And take this opportunity to set your intention. How do you want to feel? You want to feel stronger, more peaceful, more grounded? You're in the right place. So before we start with the core, I want to just bring attention to what we call Uddiyana Bandha, which is otherwise known as belly lock. It's a fancy word to mean engage your core muscles. So just gently draw the belly button back and towards the spine. And think of actually lifting it up a little bit as well. So you're drawing the belly button back and also slightly up. Okay, you feel that connection from belly to spine. And then as you exhale, you're gonna relax that and breathe in deeply, expanding the belly. Okay, relax that. You're breathing in, and then you exhale, draw the belly button in, and think of lifting it up, contracting the navel center back towards the spine. And then as you inhale, the expansion comes in through the belly. It's like an accordion. That's the inhale. You inhale, the accordion expands. Exhale, the accordion would draw together. The belly pulls in, and the abdominal wall contracts back towards the spine. Okay? So we're going to use that a little bit through our practice today. So I just wanted to bring the awareness to navel center contracting the abdominal wall. Okay, you can spin to one side and lie down on your back. We're going to start with that practice that we just did. So with lying down on your back, you're going to have your knees together and your toes together. I just want you to squeeze the inner thighs. Press the flatten the abdominal wall and press it flat into your mat while you're squeezing your knees together. Now maintain a pelvic floor contraction and belly to spine, pressing the low back down. It should feel good on your low back. As you inhale, you're going to relax the knees. Let the rib cage expand, open up. That's your opening with the accordion. As you exhale, you're contracting, squeezing the knees together, flattening the abdominal wall and pressing the low back down. So contract everything. Feel that deep core connection. One more time, everyone. Deep breath in, expand the rib cage, open, create that space in the lungs, fill your belly deeply. Now squeeze the knees together, contract the abdominal wall, flatten in towards your mat. Beautiful. So you're flattening the abdominal wall, knees are contracted, belly in and up. Hands come out behind the head, and here comes a car. Everybody thinks I'm weird, and that's okay. You're going to exhale, lift it up. Normal is just boring, right? And you're going to lower back down as you inhale. So, sorry, that was backwards. Inhale down. You're going to exhale, squeeze the inner thighs, flatten the abdominal wall, and lift yourself up. And then inhale, lower back down. So this is how you can get just a little bit more out of your regular contractions, your regular abdominal crunches, just by squeezing the inner thighs and starting with flattening the abdominal wall first. So squeeze the inner thighs, flatten the abdominal wall, and then exhale, lift the head, neck, and shoulders up. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, lower down, belly expands, heart opens, thighs relax. Exhale, squeeze the thighs, flatten the abdominal wall, and lift everything up. Good. Now we're going to take the right elbow to touch the left knee, bring it across, lower down, and begin again. So this is the inhale to lower, exhale over and twist. So as I always say, you just want to be mindful. We're starting slow, mindful of your body. You know, resting when you need to, modifying if you need to. But why this is different from a regular crunch, a rotating crunch, is that you're just being extra mindful, moving really slow, mindful of your breathing, mindful of how your body's moving. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you bring it over and across. One more time on each side. So just taking our time to slowly warm up. Inhale, lower, exhale over and twist. And this is your last one. Inhale, lower, exhale over and twist. Beautiful. Now just hug both knees into your chest and rock from right to left. And then you're going to take your hands back behind your head again, and we're going to take it into a bicycle crunch. So same exact thing we were just doing, except right leg is going to extend straight, right elbow to left knee, and then switch and do the same thing on the other side. So as the cars come and go, someone might interrupt us. We might see. They know that I'm here filming, but who knows what's going to happen. So bear with me, it's kind of fun, right? So taking it from right to left, getting that rotation through the spine, shoulder to opposite knee, and we're going to do 4 more. So 4, 3, 2, she's parking right behind the camera. Last one, and bring the knees together to touch. Good, we're going to go ahead and rock all the way up to sitting, and we're going to make our way to plank pose. So hopefully you got a little bit of a good warm up in the belly for that. We're going to come back to that in a little while. And the salon here, by the way, is open, so that's super fun if you're looking for a salon to get your hair done. I know a lot of people were challenged with that, some hair challenges through the whole thing. So we're coming to plank pose, right to the top of the push-up. Now I want you to be really mindful that the belly's pulling in and up towards the spine, just like we practiced. The thighs are squeezing together, the shoulders are back and down. You get a straight line of energy from the shoulders to the hips to the heels. You're going to shift a little bit into the toes, bend your elbows and lower down. As you inhale, you'll come into a cobra or upward facing dog. And then as you exhale, you'll push back and come into downward facing dog. Now the next thing we're going to do is a single leg downward dog. So you'll take your right leg and lift it straight up to the sky. And then bring the right knee to your right elbow. So you're rounding your spine just like you did when you're in a crunch. And you can bring your chin a little bit to your chest and bring that knee as close to your tricep as you can, really up to the shoulder. So you're gonna do three-legged dog again. Inhale, reach for your right toes. And then as you exhale, you're rounding your spine, bringing your nose towards your knee, chin to chest, hollow the belly, push through your palms. And then one more time, inhale, right leg to the sky. This time you're bringing your right knee over to your left elbow, bring it over and across. This is great for the obliques. And then the right leg's gonna come back to the sky. You're gonna inhale, and the right foot's gonna come up and through your hands as you exhale. Now we're gonna come into a high lunge position here, and we're gonna do eagle pose. So for some of you, you're gonna have to take a half step forward with your back foot, okay? And for others, you'll just be able to get right up and out into your eagle pose. So we're gonna be balancing next. You need to focus your eyes and your mind. So shifting your weight into your right foot, you're gonna bring your left knee over your right knee and your left elbow under. Wrapping your toes around your right calf if you can. You can bring your thumb right at the brow center, so right between the eyebrows. Now listen, I've really got to maintain my focus right now because the person that parked right behind the camera is now applying makeup too and watching me, so that's a little added pressure. So maintain the focus is really helping with your balance. If your eyes are scattered all over the place, then your balance goes as well. So from here we're going to unravel and we're going to come back into our high lunge. Good job. And by the way, if you lost your balance, it's all good, right? We have to try new things sometimes. Inhale, take a big breath, and then hands are going to come down on either side of your right foot, and we're going to come into a twisted lunge. Now I love this rotation because it's so great for pretty much all sports. If you're a golfer, you know, a lacrosse player, really working rotation is great for your rib cage. It's great for your spine. You want to squeeze your back knee as straight as you can, and we're going to come into side plank. So you can modify by releasing your left knee down if you want to, and modifying your side plank by having your knee down and kicking straight out. Or you can come into a full side plank by just stepping your right foot right out over your left ankle. So whichever way you want to do it, you can also bring your right foot out in front. That's a great modification as well. So I want you to really lift your right hip up to the sky. Take a deep breath in. This is so great for core strength. One more breath. And then go ahead and square off to your mat. And then you have the option to do a vinyasa if you want to. So if you're doing a vinyasa, you're going to bend your elbows and lower down. You're going to inhale into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Take a big breath. And then exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. And we're going to do the same thing again on the other side. So the left leg's going to lift first. You're in a three-legged dog. Then you're going to shift forward, bring the elbow to the knee, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, core plank. And again, the more that you bring that knee up to the tricep, the more you'll feel it in the core. Inhale, left toes to the sky. Exhale, round your spine, bring your chin to your chest, your nose to your left knee. And one more time, inhale, left toes to the sky. This time you're going to round and bring it across left knee to right elbow. Again, the higher you bring that knee, the more you'll feel it in your core. Not easy. One more time, left leg to the sky, and then left foot up and through your hands. Now this is where we come into our high lunge and our twist. So you're going to inhale, reach up, starting with eagle pose first. So if you need to, you take a half step forward with your back foot, so you can like just scooch a little bit closer. Otherwise, if you're comfortable doing that, you can just push off and wrap your right knee over your left knee. So I'm just going to pivot forward, just like this. Right elbow is going to come under. You're rounding the spine and bringing the forehead and the elbows down towards the knee. So take a couple nice deep breaths here. Again, if you're challenged and you're scattering your energy all over the place, guess what? You're going to feel unbalanced. So whatever it is that's going on around you, try to block that out. Take a deep breath in. And then unravel yourself, come back to your high lunge. I'm just going to turn back to the side. Inhale. And then we're going to come down to that rotated lunge. So your right hand's going to be right underneath the right shoulder. Left hand is going to stretch up to the sky. You want to squeeze your right knee as straight as you can. Drop your hips really low and look up to your left thumb. So sorry in advance, I'm going to turn my back to you, but we're going to come into that side plank. So if you want to, you can release your right knee down, right, and do a modified side plank. Otherwise, just step your left foot right out over your right foot and lift your left hand up to the sky. Now look up to your left thumb if you can. Take a very deep breath. lots of core strength, and then square off to your mat. Option to do a vinyasa if you want to. You never need to do it. You can always opt out of it. Use your core strength to lift your hips up to the sky, and take a deep breath in and out through your nose. So take a moment to chill and relax. Feel the hips lift up to the sky, spread the fingertips out wide, drop the heels. Take one more very deep breath, and then look to your hands and step, or feel free to hop to the front edge of your mat. We're going to do a halfway lift. Take an inhale. Exhale into a forward fold, rounding your spine. Step back to child's pose. So right knee back, left knee back. Hips can drop back to the heels, and your hands can be up towards the sky, dropping into a child's pose. And just take a moment there to rest and relax. So practice that balance, that chill, that letting go. Again, a balance of doing hard things, challenging yourself, feeling that sense of exhilaration that happens when you challenge yourself, but then also balancing that out with relaxation, with recovery, with doing more that brings you happiness, peace, and joy. And then go ahead and come up from there to hands and knees. And we're going to do spinal balance next. So your right leg's going to extend straight out, your left arm straight forward, the belly's pulled in and up. You want to make sure that right knee's a little bit, your right elbow's a little bit bent, so you're not locking out the joint. Take a very deep breath, and then you're going to bend your right knee and reach back with your left hand, grabbing the top of your right foot. Now this is important too, that you're getting a stretch through the right quad and the left shoulder, but you're working on your balance and the focus of your eyes still, so eyes are focused. You're going to reach forward again with your left hand, back with your right heel, and then your left hand's going to come down, even though your right leg's going to stay lifted. We're going to pivot to the side. So you're going to kick your left toes out to the side, and you're going to take it out. Good morning.
Hi.
I'm filming a live segment here, so just so you know.
Yeah, looks good.
Take a nice deep breath here. Get that stretch, kind of roll open. You can look up towards the sky. And then you're going to go ahead and release that, and we're going to come up to a kneeling position. So if you can use a little core balance here, challenge yourself. Knees are going to come about hip bone distance apart, and we're going to back bend a little bit, open up the front of the chest and the shoulder. So just a little bit of upward facing camel, opening the whole front line of the body. And then release it down. We're going to come back to spinal balance. You can turn to the other way. So hands down and knees down. This time the left leg's going to come straight back. The belly's pulled in and up. You want to kick through that back heel, and then right arm straight out in front of you. Make sure again that left elbow is a little bit of a micro bend. I see people locking out the joints all the time. So a little bit of bend in this elbow makes a big difference, because then you're using the energy, the muscle above and below the joint, not just locking into the joint. Okay, from here we're coming into that balanced half bow. So you're going to bend that left knee, reach back, grab the top of your left foot with your right hand, and then kick those toes up to the sky so you get that great stretch. Oh, it feels so good for the hip flexor and the quad. Of course, your eyes are focused. That helps maintain a sense of peace and balance. And then we're going to release the left foot. The right hand comes back down. We're kickstanding the right toes behind you, and then taking it out to the side. So I got all sorts of critters crawling all over my mat now. Spiders and ants. They're all wondering what I'm doing here right now. Okay, so roll open. Again, this is such a great, we're going to do dancer's pose next. So this is sort of a prep for dancer's pose. Great quad stretch and core strengthener. Go ahead and release it back out and turn back to your hands and knees. You're going to curl your toes under and step to plank pose. So in your plank pose, I want you to squeeze the energy to the thighs in towards the midline. Do a vinyasa if you like. Come into cobra or upward facing dog. And then again, use the strength of your core to land you back in downward dog and breathe in and out through the nose. Send that message of peace and calm into your central nervous system. And then look to your hands and step, or feel free to hop forward. Halfway lift, take a very deep breath in. Exhale, fold yourself in half, rounding your spine, chin to chest, nose to knees. Now you're pressing your feet into the earth, rising up to standing, take a big sun breath in, and then hands down by your side into mountain pose. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to do dancer's pose in a standing position. Great for balance and core. We're going to do a little bit of hip flexor strengthening first. So single leg mountain meaning you're standing on one leg, but maintaining the purpose like of a mountain pose, so good open posture. Your hands, so stand on your left leg and bring your hands to your right thigh. I'll turn to the side so you can see. Your hands on your right thigh, both hands on the right thigh. You're going to kick your thigh up to your chest. So you're resisting, your hands are pushing down, but your thigh is pressing up. And you'll feel it in your hip flexor and your quad. So inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, lower, exhale, press. So you're resisting. I know if you don't have strength equipment, you're not making it to the gym, this is a great way to resist. Work on a little bit of hip flexor, quad, and core strength. Resist with the exhale as you push. Let's do 3 more. 3. Keep pushing down. Just, you're in charge with how much you resist, right? How much you push down with your hands. So take it easier or harder on yourself, depending on how you're feeling today. Now from here, we're going to go straight into dancer's pose. You're going to reach around with your right hand, grab the inside of your right foot with your right hand. A little micro bend in this left knee so that you're not blocking out the joint. Left hand's going to stretch away, and you're getting that great stretch again. We did this in a kneeling position, but here you are. If you had shoes on, like straight from your run or your cycling, this is a great thing to do. You can do it with shoes on. I have plenty of videos on my channel with shoes on as well. So eyes are focused, right? If you're feeling a little wiggle wobbly, make sure your eyes are focused, and then go ahead and come out of that. Toes together to touch, hands at heart center, sun breath, inhale. Exhale back to mountain pose. So good posture, stand tall and open. Let's transfer the weight to the opposite foot. So standing with your right leg, left knee comes in. Again, you're in charge with how much you resist. So you inhale first. Exhale, resist your thigh into your hands. So your hands are pushing down into your thigh, and your thigh is pushing back up into your hands. You feel it in the core. You feel the connection from your thigh to your hip flexor up to your abs. Yeah, let's do a couple more. Keep moving and breathing with me. 3, last 2, chest and heart are open, and last 1. Perfect job. Maintain your balance. Reach around, grab the inside of your foot with your hand. Knees are close together. Right hand is reaching out. Again, eyes are focused. Heart is open. This is such a great stretch, but of course you're working on core and balance at the same time. Really kick your toes to the sky for 1 more breath. And then slowly make your way back up to standing. Hands at heart center. Take a sun breath. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to go ahead and dive out of it into a forward fold. We have 2 more things to do. Inhale, halfway lift. Stay with me. Exhale, plant your palms, step or hop to plank. Optional vinyasa. And we are going to do one of my favorites next. That is pigeon pose into forearm plank. So the right leg's going to lift up. You're going to bend that knee and kick your hip open. And you're going to bring your right knee to your right wrist for pigeon stretch. So this is your hip opener here. Such a great stretch to do. Again, wonderful for cyclists. Oh, the scene is so beautiful here. Hope you're enjoying it. If this is bothering your knee in any way, you want to lie down on your back and do this version of pigeon. Okay, otherwise you just stay where you were. But this version of pigeon is better if you're having knee issues. Okay? This doesn't transition as well into forearm plank, but it's a wonderful stretch. So otherwise you're here in your pigeon facing down. You can be down on your forearms. You can spread your elbows out wide, let your forehead rest onto your hands. Once you get into that position, you gotta breathe. You gotta relax. You gotta quiet and soften your mind. You gotta practice that relaxation response, that chill power. The sun is coming up, the rays are coming through the trees here, and it couldn't be more beautiful. So wherever you're practicing from and whatever surroundings you have, send that message, beautiful, peace, calm. Don't feel guilty about it. Know that when you practice your self-care, you are a better service to everyone else. So it is truly the opposite of selfish. Wherever you are, take 1 more huge breath in. Again, feel that calming message, that balance, that peace, that calm come into your central nervous system. And then make sure you take a moment to line your elbows straight out under your shoulders. Curl your left toes under.
Squeeze your left knee straight and then step through to your forearm plank, making sure that you lower down with your hips so you have a straight line of energy from the crown of the head, shoulders, hips to heels. Squeeze your inner thighs together just like we practiced at the very beginning. And then you're going to turn to the side, pressing into your left forearm. Right hand's going to lift straight up to the sky. If you want to challenge yourself more, you can lift your right foot up. Not mandatory. Having the feet down is great too. But what you want to do either way is really lift that hip bone as high to the sky as you can. Maybe look up to your right thumb. Take a very deep breath in. Good job. And then square off to your mat. You're going to come all the way down into your belly. You're going to interlace your fingers behind your tailbone. We're going to do Locust Pose next, so opening up the whole front line of the body, strengthening the back line and opening up the front line. Again, make sure the back of the neck is not kinked up here. Back of the neck is long, palms are squeezing together. Reach through your toes, strengthen your spine. Take one more breath, really lift up, up, up. And then release your hands under your shoulders. Now practice your Uddiyana Bandha that we practiced at the very beginning. Squeeze your kneecaps up, pull the belly button in and up from the mat. Take a very deep breath. Exhale through a push-up and into a downward dog. Land in your downward dog with your breath. Slow down. Chill out. It is okay to do less sometimes, to relax. It's very restorative. So beneficial for your mind, body, and warrior spirit. Okay, let's get the pigeon on the left leg. So left leg's going to lift straight up. Take an inhale. And then left knee to left wrist. Coming into your pigeon. Again, take that modified pigeon if you need to by lying down on your back and drawing your ankle out over your right thigh. Otherwise, here we are in our pigeon and the forearms can come down. Elbows. Can you hear the rooster crowing? Oh, that's so great. Listen. Now you won't do it. Hopefully you can hear the rooster. Okay, forehead can rest onto the forearms. Did you hear it? I don't know. I'm always seeming to talk over the rooster. Bring awareness to your breathing. Send those deep calming breaths into your mind to connect to your body. Such a powerful tool to breathe deeply and slow down. Allow your hip to relax. Allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to release. And then here we go into our forearm plank. So again, apologies in advance, and I'm going to be turning my back to you, but you'll be able to see the back of my new tank top, my flexible warrior tank top, so that's fun. Right knee's going to squeeze straight. You pull that pelvic floor in and up so you can step through. Make sure you have a straight line of energy from the crown of the head, from the shoulders, tailbone, and heels. So then we're going to flip to our side forearm plank. So the right elbow is straight under the shoulder. Left arm is up to the sky. If you want to pick up that left foot or even slide to a side triangle, side tree, that works as well. Look up to your left thumb if you can. Really lift that left hip bone for one more breath. And then square off to your mat. So your hips and shoulders are level. We're going to lower down onto our belly one more time. And you can either do the locust pose that we did already. So here we are. This is the locust pose. Okay, if your back is a little tweaky in any way, you want to stay here. Otherwise, you can reach back, grab the tops of both feet into your hands. Kick your toes up to the sky, open up into a full bow pose. Honor, protect, listen to your body. Take a deep breath in, look up a little bit. And release all the way down. Curl your toes under, press back, child's pose. Hips back to heels, so we're counter posing. Allowing the spine to release and the forehead to drop down. Take a very deep breath into your low back. Try to expand your lungs as completely as you can. And then go ahead and come all the way up to sitting and cross your legs. Great job, everybody. So we're going to finish up with one more round of our alternate nostril breathing, just for 60 seconds, just to complete the circle, and then I will send you on your merry way. Again, feel free to set up on pillows if your hips are feeling a little tight. Hopefully they're feeling more open now. Awareness to posture, lift and open those ribs, collarbone and heart lifted. Right hand closes the right nostril, breathe in through your left. Close off the left nostril, breathe out through the right. breathe in through the right. Close off, breathe out through the left. Breathe in through the left. Close out, breathe out through the right. 2 more rounds. Breathe in through the right. Close off, breathe out through the left. Last one, breathe in through the left. Close off the left, breathe out through the right. Let your hands rest down onto your knees. Close your eyes. Awareness on deep breath in through both nostrils. Fill your lungs to maximum capacity. Stay with me, no matter what's going on around you. Exhale, drop, and release. Turn your palms to face the sky. Bring your thumb and index finger together to touch. Take a moment of stillness to set your intention for the day. Willpower, do hard things, get out of your comfort zone. Maybe get your bike out. Go for a run. Go for a hike in a place you've never been before. Do something that challenges you, that stretches you, and that strengthens your warrior spirit. And then also contemplate as we head into the summer season, the holidays of the summer. What brings you joy? What restores you? What strengthens your warrior spirit by sending a calming message to your mind and body? So ask yourself those questions and do more of those things. Bring your awareness to your hands, to your heart center. Bow your chin to your chest, grateful for the time that you carved out of your busy schedule to practice your self-care. The light within me honors and acknowledges that same light that is within each of you. Thank you for being here, and namaste. So I always take requests. Again, I appreciate if you like, you comment, and you share. Let me know if you have something specific that you'd like to focus on. This core and stretch was requested by many, by the way. So that's one of the reasons that we did this segment today. So I appreciate your comments. Practice your willpower and chill power, and stay strong and flexible, warriors. Until next time, we do have a class this Friday live, 8 a.m., also on location. So who knows who will show up for that. Have a great day, you guys.